Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Immersed Gamer. If you keep up to speed on the gaming news, I'm sure you know of an indie developer named Phill Fish, and if not, you've at least heard of his game, Fez. Fish has always been very vocal, and rash to attack haters over Twitter, which has kept him high on the press's radar. He's even went so far as to give Microsoft the cold shoulder for their policy on indie games over the Xbox Live Marketplace. In Indie Game the Movie, we saw Fish working over the course of 5 years, and we get a glimpse into Fish's slightly erratic emotional state. Now, I'm not going to go all Chris Crocker on this video because it can be seen that Fish is a pretentious loudmouth, but I feel people misinterpret his personality as a bit of a douche when in actual fact, if you look deeper, he's just incredibly passionate about what he does, and is proud of his work, and even though he may say otherwise, only wants other people to enjoy his work too. Or he is that kid who is finally standing up to his bullies and developing a superhero serum in his secret lab inside the broom closet, until accidentally he adds an extra ingredient to the concoction and becomes Fish Fillet, the deadliest man in water. It's more likely the first, but a man can dream. Fish is clearly just very fast to defend his baby and now has had enough, so is turning his back on video games. So here I am to talk about the beautiful creation, Fez. The game's story is simplistic in its nature, as you can expect from a lot of indie titles. In Fez, you play as Gomez, a little white blob rodent thing who is tasked with saving the universe by reuniting the fragments of the hexahedron using your new lovely device, the Fez. The Fez allows you to turn the world around and perceive the three-dimensional world in 4 two-dimensional ways. This leads us to the gameplay, and I honestly can't say a bad thing about this game. I do think it's a love or hate it style game, but I can't put it down. Each level is pristinely designed in order for you to figure your way in and out of the situation using your new powers. If a gap is too big to jump, then just switch perspective and you can skip it out completely. It makes me feel like I'm glitching and cheating the game, which I find hilarious. The graphics are a nice retro 8-bit pixel art style, and the music fantastically complements this style of the game. Each area of Fez is also stylized differently. I especially enjoy playing through the horror graveyard style levels, as it would bring back a childlike sense of wonder and fantasy to the adventure. There are a couple of problems with the game and a few little bugs that people dislike, but to me this just adds to the character of Fez. I know this game gets a lot of flack, but that's because of its creator Phill Fish. But how about we look at the game for what it is, a beautiful adventure. Yes, as I've said before, the story is simple, and the main problem is Fez has as much character development as a grain of sand. To me, a hero's path must be a hard one with many twists and turns involving hard decisions along the way, and a lot of indie games seem to miss this basic premise of storytelling. For the price, I wasn't expecting the Tolkien ensemble. However, I feel Fez needed a little more emotion brought to the characters to finalise emotional attachment that music and setting can't quite bring to the story. The game I completely recommend to anyone. It's quirky and fun and a breath of fresh air, but I think to fully enjoy the game you need to be able to turn off your adult brain and look at the game from a fresh perspective. If you're too busy playing Call of Duty multiplayer, however, this game is probably not for you. Part of the scrutiny that Fez has gained was not for being a bad game, but for the rash actions of its creator, and I would honestly love to see more of Phill Fish's work. Maybe if everything is turned around and Fez 2 comes to fruition, then we could see more character development, but only if Phill will see that the only way the trolls and haters win is if he gives up. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.